Heaven has been watching over you since the moment your soul was created, my beloved and precious child. What's making your hands shake right now, since your spirit knows it already? This message isn't like the rest. You can't put this down in the middle of reading it. You decide what will happen in the next few seconds at this very moment. Destiny holds its breath. My name is Michael and I am an Archangel. I'm not going to whisper today. I'm yelling because I saw him, the person who swore at you and has been watching you. You've been living in shadow because of them. Without you, he can't be stopped. Prayer alone won't make it work. An angel can't stop it by themselves unless you join us in the light. Now, don't skip a word, my child. We don't think you'll revisit this. It's too late now. I only have a short time to get you out of the trap before it locks. Someone has already called your name in the dark. It was already agreed upon that you would be blessed, but heaven cut it short so you could hear this. Before I go on, I have something to say. There are people and groups who don't want you to read this. They will try to get your attention off of them. The phone might go off. You might feel tired or antsy all of a sudden. There's no chance in that. Being strong is it. The thing I'm about to say will burn the rope that has been stopping you. Please stay with me, my love. You're almost free. Before I tell you more about what heaven has shown me, please do this one last thing. You can be sure that you are ready to receive what is about to come your way. Just write one word in the box below, yes. Say this out loud, not as a ritual. This is how I tell heaven, I'm ready to listen. I'm not going to turn away. When you type that word, you're not just leaving a comment. You're with me because you agree with what I say. The curse can't take you away from this moment because of you. Do something right away, my beloved. You can type Amen and be sure that your guardian angels will mark it as correct. Pay attention. I felt the same fire that God gave me when I fought the big battle in heaven as soon as I saw his face. But I also saw your face. I knew you were in a lot of pain when you prayed at night. Back then, it seemed like every door would shut before you could knock. I also knew that this curse was meant to stop your blessings from coming true. It was meant to hurt your heart so much that you gave up. Still, you didn't give up. That's why I can be here now. In fact, heavens, let me make this very clear. There will be a divine exchange because you held on even when you didn't feel strong. If you read this whole message, the curse will end. The blessing that was locked up will now start to flow. But please know that the shadow will keep moving if you ignore this and close your eyes. It will happen when you least expect it. After that, you'll wish you had paid attention at that time. That's not meant to scare you. This is what I say to save you, my love. Stay close. Light is going where it hasn't been in years. If you stay here one more second, these words will weaken the curse and reach your heart. God is now taking care of you. This is known by the enemy. That's why he's shaking. When you are close to heaven, he is afraid of you. By the time you're done, he'll be running. Before I go on, I need to say this. Heaven might send you more messages like this because they don't want you to miss them. Follow me to stay in touch, and don't skip when you see my words again. Holding out until the end can mean the difference between getting a blessing and losing it. Your miracle is always in the part you almost didn't read. Take a deep breath. There is a shift going on, feel it. That heavy feeling in your chest is gone. The curse now has a name. Things lose their power when they are named in God's light. In my mind, I see chains coming down. I can see the place where they were going to bury your happiness breaking apart. Child of God, the person who cursed you thought you would never find out. They liked how the mask they were wearing looked. They gave you a smile. Their words were a blessing to you. Behind your back, though, they made your life worse. I didn't fully understand what they said, though. I saw them put it out at the right time. It's no longer quiet here, so I'm yelling right now. Don't move, don't go yet. Now is the part where heaven gives you a sword instead of the knife. You're not a slave. You were chosen. And the chosen person can't be cursed as long as they tell the truth. Get close to these words, my beloved, and listen to them as if they were the beat of heaven. Something old, holy, and dangerous for any shadow that has ever tried to touch you is in the air right now. You think you're reading, but you're really in a spiritual courtroom where your case is being heard right now. The enemy has no right to be near you because in the spirit world, every sentence I speak is a legal document. Someone is shaking here who cursed at you and called your name bad things. It's not my fault, it's what you carry. My child, you know what you're carrying. Your promise is as old as the earth itself. No one, not even a curse or a demon, can change it if you don't want to. I'm here today to make sure you never do. When I first saw him, I wasn't the person you know me as. I was in the middle of a battle with armor that burned like gold and a sword that could cut through any lie he told. As he stood there, he thought his job was done. Everything I have covered across this channel is now in one place. The prayers, the teachings, the daily blessings, it is all inside the Daily Miracle Manual. Link in the description. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let us open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. He believed you were already too tired, hurt, or busy to fight. He believed that because it was quiet in heaven, no one was there for him. But the truth is that the silence was just getting ready. God was getting the angels together. Before the attack, God was getting stronger like lightning. My child, the storm is now on your side. For a few weeks, it might have been hard to feel light. What was it about you that made everything fall apart? How did the people you believed act in a strange way? It wasn't a mistake. The curse was getting stronger. You should have had doubts about your worth, prayed less, and put your faith on hold. You are reading this right now instead. If something is afraid that you will see it for what it is, the curse is already coming off. It needs to stay hidden to stay alive. The cover is also torn off. God's plan for you is about to come true. Don't forget that this message goes beyond you. It's your turn now, child. Have faith. Watch as God makes what you let go of grow. To my love, I need you to understand something. You don't have to fight this battle by yourself. There are other people reading this message right now who are also trying to get their freedom. As you read these comments, I want you to picture their faces. I want you to know that you are part of a family that is standing together. You can say, "I am standing," in the comments to show that you're not going to fall. Your words should stand out like a flag to the enemy. What you said should be like a wall that the curse can't get through. Dark forces that are watching you are being told, "I am here and I will not move when you write it." Write it now. This is where I am now. Attention, people. The next few hours will decide the next few years. It's not a play. We are doomed. The person who cursed you has been getting food from a place that is about to run out. Someone else's darkness has been giving him power. But that deal is going to end soon. It's only alive since you don't know about it. It falls apart too as soon as you know for sure. You now know my love. Before I saw the light touch them, you didn't even know that some parts of your soul had turned dark. Does your chest really feel like it's shaking? That's not fear. Honor is what it is. You can still feel the war that happened before you were born. It knows my name. It knows how my sword sounds. It knows that heaven will already have decided that you win by the time I get there. The only question now is whether you will stay until the last blow is delivered. That's why I beg you, not in a poetic way, but like a warrior begs the person they are guarding, do not go, do not put this down, don't say to yourself, I'll be back later. The door will soon be shut. We'll put out this fire soon. We will give the curse some time to breathe again after a while, but right now my voice is blocking it. The person who cursed you is not far away. It's not that far away. I can smile and call your name in a sweet voice because I'm close. When I get up after falling, you can see my eyes. Even though you are close, I am mad at how strong you are. But you can't touch what heaven has locked up for you unless you let them in and listen to what I say. Today it's my job to keep that door shut. You've often thought about why some blessings take so long to come. How come people broke up when they thought they were safe? How come you never got the money you worked so hard for? How come your dream seemed so close but never came true? That wasn't necessary. You were good enough. God didn't forget about you. It was because someone connected your name to words they weren't allowed to say. There were curses in the air around you. Every time you were about to leave, they talked again. They are being heard less today, though. In heaven, your name is written in pure gold on scrolls that are being opened with a seal right now. There was a curse written there before the good things. They are stronger, more stable, and less likely to break. Once they are free, no one can stop them. It never rained because of the curse. It only slowed things down. The wait is now over. You know deep down that now is the time to make a change, my beloved. If your spirit is moving, let it be. This is my sword. I'm not just going to fight for you, I'm going to fight with you. Because every shadow around you falls as soon as you agree with heaven. That's why I screamed. That's why I couldn't keep quiet any longer. My beloved, you need to understand something before I go on. The fight for your life has had a point. It was planned, thought out, and exact. The person who cursed at you didn't just say careless things. These things were shaped, made sharp, and aimed like arrows at the core of who you are. They knew how to help you and what you were good at. They hit you so hard that they thought you'd never get better. You are still alive, walking, and carrying a light that they couldn't put out. My child, this is why they fear you more than they will ever say. There were times when it was very dark where I was standing, but I'll never forget how they looked when they saw that you weren't broken. They thought that being let down would break your heart. When things didn't go as planned, they thought you would give up. They couldn't get past your faith, even when it hurt. Even though you felt weak, you looked strong to God. Each tear you shed wasn't a sign that you lost. It showed God that you were still calling on His name. It picked up every call you made, even when no one was there. Pay close attention, because I'm not going to tell you a story. I'm going to give you a gun. When God's grace comes, words mean more than they sound. They look like swords, and as you read, the steel is building up in your heart. You'll soon be able to tell lies from truths, quickly spot fake friends, and go where they said you would never go. First, though, there's a moment coming up. It was a small moment that you might not remember, but it was so powerful that it changed your whole life. The person who swore at you is going to try to talk to you now. They aren't allowed to use direct language. Be careful with the hint. It could be a joke, a mean comment, or even a fake act of kindness. When that time comes, you must remember this message in every way. Don't forget that I told you they couldn't hurt you if you stood your ground. You're not really that far from the soul. Right now, angels are all around you. There is movement in the air around you. You are looking at these words, but the curse has linked your life to chances, people, and even your feelings. I let go of one of those threads with each sentence, though, and they break like chains on stone. The sound of being free. People have told you that being patient means you have to do nothing and wait, but God's patience isn't like that. When the enemy wants you to run away, you have to stand your ground. You, my love, have already done that. Also, more help has arrived because you haven't left your post yet. Heaven has decided that the time for waiting is over. I'm talking right now without stopping. The time that was set has passed. The release has already begun. Listen carefully to what I say next. Things you got today are just the beginning. Messages are coming at the perfect time for you to do something next. The fights you haven't seen yet, and the doors that are about to open. If you leave now without subscribing, you might miss the word that could help you make the biggest step forward. You can do more than just watch what a channel posts when you subscribe. You are following what the prophets said about God's plan for your life. This is what you mean. I want to be there when heaven speaks again. Don't let a delay keep you from getting what you need to make a promise to follow the words that heaven has already planned for you. To join, click the button right now. But I need to tell you something. Darkness doesn't give up right away when light breaks through it. It means to fight more. That's why the next few days might seem strange. You could have weird dreams, fight without a reason, or feel heavy for no reason. Don't think it's a loss. The curse is almost over. This is the last thrash before it stops for good. You will feel it when it breaks, my love. It's not going to be nice. It'll feel like the air has changed. It will sound like your name is lighter and your prayers will be strong. You'll wonder why sealed doors ever felt heavy when they're so easy to open. Now, people who didn't see you before will. It will look like chances come your way on their own. It's not luck. Getting back what was stolen is what it is. Do you feel your spirit shaking right now? It's because you're not just reading. From the looks of it, you agree with heaven. Each line you read makes it lighter. Please stay with me until the end of this message, my child. I will not only tell you who cursed you, but I will also show you how to make sure they can't hurt you again. My beloved, there is something you need to know before I continue to talk about how bad things have been for you. The day you say a curse doesn't mean it starts. They were planted in jealous sighs, whispers, quiet agreements, and sneaky looks that happened a long time ago. The person who cursed you had thought about it a lot before they said it out loud. They were jealous every time they saw you smile. After you fell and got back up, or when you got even the smallest blessing, no one was mad at you for failing. It was all of your wins, even the ones you didn't think you had. For years, they watched you without saying a word, acting like they supported you while they waited for the right time. They didn't know that heaven keeps track of all the things that people say, think, and do in the dark. When the chance came up, they filled it with poison. Those words came out, my beloved, and I was there. Someone else's anger weighed them down, but God's voice did not hold them back. Now here's the truth that no curse doesn't want you to know. Everything that is said without God's permission ends at some point. Today is that day. The end date for all of your silent plans and hidden jealousies has come and gone. Come out into the light and say what you want. Leave a comment that says, "The curse is broken today." Write it with full conviction, knowing that as soon as it hits the screen, the spiritual web that was holding you back will fall apart. But before it goes away for good, you need to hear this revelation with me. Curses don't just happen on their own. As they move through your life, strange things keep happening until you start to believe they are normal. You saw it right before you went through. The doors open and then close. When friends break up, they become cold very quickly. It comes in, but it leaves faster than it came in. Every once in a while, bad news comes along and breaks your spirit. There was no chance in any of this, my love. You had no idea it was a web, but webs don't hold up in fire. Also, everything I say now is fire from heaven. The person who spun them is scared because the threads are coming apart. These people might feel like they're losing a grip on you. That's why you might feel resistance even as you read. You might feel like something heavy is telling you to put this down and come back to it other time. Curse is telling you to stay away from the thing it fears the most. I won't let you go until you know the truth. You've been through too much to leave without giving your all. When I say your name, I don't just say it like men do. That's how I speak in heaven. The name that was picked out for you before you were born. The name you don't give up will hold a crown, the weight of fate, and a seal that no darkness can break. I have to remind you today that the crown is still on you. You still have that fate. Seal is still there. The person who cursed you has probably been close, maybe even closer than you think. They understand what hurts you. They know when you're most likely to let them hurt you. They even tried to make you feel better. They stayed close, though, just to watch how their curse hurt you. They did make one mistake, though. They forgot that there is always one light that can't be covered up. No matter how dark it got, they didn't understand that they couldn't change your name in the spirit world. I saw them now, and I tell you, beloved, they are now restless. They know something is going to change. They aren't sure why, but they can feel the curse leaving them. It feels like they are losing the power they borrowed. That's pretty much what's going on. Heaven has called everyone back. It's very important to your enemy that they don't break the deal they have over your life. That's why I'm so angry here. That is why you should not be careless about this. They will be able to tie you up with another thread if you leave before I give up, but they won't be able to follow the thread if you stay and see this through to the end. They'll see you leave, but they won't be able to catch up. Your spirit has changed, right? You can feel it. That weight is going away. That's no longer unknown. As you feel more awake, know that your help with this mission is not a joke. It's something God wants us to know. Jesus says that this is not true history. It is a promise about your future that is still alive. Have faith and a plan as you go into this moment. Now I want you to seal this moment with your voice. You don't have to say it out loud. You can say it in the comments instead. Type Amen again, but this time change the way it looks. It should sound like chains breaking. It should sound like doors opening. Every time you write that word, heaven gets bigger. Every time you say it, the enemy moves back. Don't be shy, my beloved child. Do you like me to go even further? Feel the exact moment that heaven marked the end of this curse and the signs you will see when it does. Type Amen right now, so let me keep going. I won't stop until I've got my point across and every word has made you unshakable. The complete guide, every daily prayer, every spiritual tool, everything I've put together to help you grow your faith is down in the description. It's called the Daily Miracle Manual. Now stay right here with me because as this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history, it is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. That's right, my beloved. I need to tell you more about what heaven is undoing and what was done to you. When a curse is broken, there is a lot of noise. Something like this doesn't happen in the dark or without leaving a mark. When a curse ends, the air around you changes. Patterns that have been bothering you for years start to show cracks. People who pretended to be nice to you can't hide how uncomfortable they are around you anymore. They won't get close to your eyes because the light will scare them. At first, the weight you've been carrying around like a second skin will feel odd. You will be able to breathe again after that weight on your chest goes away for the first time in a long time. The person who cursed at you thought their words would secure you in jail. But now those walls are coming down. I can hear them groan in the spirit world as the truth comes out. You feel what I say move through you. Every stone moves away from where it was. You won't just leave the prison when the last wall comes down. There are gifts you didn't know were there that you will bring with you. Every season of delay has been quietly making people more interested in your blessings. God does more than just make things right. He makes more of them. Now, my beloved, I want you to do something that may not seem important, but it is to your spirit. I want you to click the like button on this video, not just for fun, but to show that you agree. If you press like, God's blessing will start to come into your life. You can think of touching that button as touching the bottom of his shirt. This is your message to heaven. I agree with it. I agree with this. It makes me feel good to know that more good things are on the way, like when blessings flow through a clear channel. Do it now, my child. Why me? You've asked in tears before. When you press like, you'll feel a shift as God's favor begins to move toward you. Why has there been a fight for so long? Why does it feel like someone is pushing you back when you try to move forward? The answer is because of the mark you carry. There is no way for the enemy to ignore your fate, my child. It is too big for them to ignore. Just being there makes you a threat to every chain. From the moment you were born, your life has been freedom for other people. So if the enemy could stop you, the waves you were supposed to make would stop. That's why the curse wasn't just on you. It was about being very quiet about everything you said. But this wasn't in their plans. God doesn't care when they do it. Because of the weight, the release was stronger. They tried to hold back the blessing for longer, but it got stronger. It won't just break the dam that was stopping it in your life when it comes through. Every dry spot will be flooded. That's why I want you to hear every word. Every second you stay here, you are aligning yourself with God's will. There is no curse, lie, or shadow that can change what heaven says about you. I also need to tell you this. Soon, there will be signs that the curse is over. For starters, you'll notice that some people are pulling away from you for no reason. Don't go after them. Because they aren't there, we know that the curse is ending. Second, chances that you thought were gone for good will come back to you, sometimes through people you've never met and sometimes in ways you didn't expect. Third, your dreams will change. As the pictures go on, doors will open, chains will fall, and light will flood places you thought were out of reach before. The person who cursed you will also feel different. There will be one last attempt by them to make you angry and bring you back into the room where their words still have power. Don't answer the way they want you to. Their defeat will be certain if you don't say anything. My beloved, I need to give you something holy before you leave. It's a spiritual key that will lock this breakthrough so tightly that they will never be able to get in again, no matter how hard they try. I can talk some more if you want until I've explained every chain and your spirit leaves this room unshaken and untouchable. For my beloved, I won't stop until you know for sure that the chains are gone for good after you leave this moment. Because a curse by itself won't kill the spirit. It needs to be sealed so that it can't stick back to you. Too often, when God's children are set free, the darkness comes back in a different form because the door is not fully shut. That's not going to be your story. I can see what you have been through. From what I can tell, your life has been under a lot of stress. I saw you keep going through the storm with faith that shined like a lantern. Heaven has marked you for release for all time because of your faith. This is what it looks like to seal. Heaven sealing something in spirit is not a sign. It is okay. A mark has been put on your name, and all spiritual forces, both good and evil, can see it right away. No curse, whisper, or hidden blade can cross this line without getting the wrath of God. The seal says, "This one is untouchable, and my job today is to make sure that." This is where your identity is locked away forever to protect you from God. Take back the mark that God put on your spirit. Right now, write "I am marked and cannot be touched" in the comments. Do not be afraid. Let all the evil forces that are watching know that your life belongs to the Most High and that no weapon made against you will work. In order to do this, I need to get to the bottom of what was done to you. There was more to life than just getting lucky when someone cursed you. They wanted to find out who you were. They wanted you to doubt who you are and believe that you didn't deserve the good things that God had promised you. They also wanted you to live a small life. You would get smaller to make your dreams seem bigger if you thought they were too big. Every time something went wrong, you were supposed to repeat that lie. You are just the way heaven wanted you to be. As one who stands before God's throne, I tell you this: you were not made by accident, and there is no mistake about how important your call is in heaven. Sometimes time bends. It only takes days to do things that used to take years. Now is one of those times for you. An evil spell has been following you around and is now breaking down faster than planned. After it fully breaks, you won't have to wait for it to heal. The restoration will happen quickly, completely, and without a doubt. People will not understand how fast things have changed after seeing you. They won't know how much this moment costs. But now is the last time the enemy will try to get in your way, so pay close attention. When a curse is about to end, it often sends out a wave of distractions. You might get irritated, have things that need your attention, or feel like you need to stop reading and deal with it later as you read. There's no chance in that. The shadow that is trying to stay alive is there. Leave it alone. Stay here. I can help you finish this. After this seal is put in place, the weather will change almost right away. It's going to feel better to think. When the weight in your chest goes away, the quiet voice of God will be clear and sharp again. You may have missed it because of all the other noise. Look at the person next to you, the friend you've been thinking about, or a family member who has been going through the same things you have. As you walk into a room, the air will change to help you. This is something they need to hear. Also, they need to know that the curse can be broken. Before you do anything else, I want you to share this video. It will help me and bless other people through you. When you share this prophetic word, you start a breakthrough change. Your friends and family will start to feel free as well after you send this. This is what you do. You are a channel of deliverance. Please share it right away, my love. You can send it to one person or many people. Watch how heaven frees other people through your obedience. Watch as your own anointing grows at the same time. Doors will open when you talk. No, that's not your imagination. That proves a sealed life. My beloved, I'm almost ready to put that seal in the spirit. But first, you need to understand the truth about your power. You will be able to set other people free. Your voice will be stronger after you get free. When you say these blessings, they will stay with you. When you speak light, darkness will leave. The person who swore at you will get it. Now I'll take you to the last part of this battle. If you want me to, they will never get that close again. Now I'll take you to the last part of this battle. No more wars or accusations here, my beloved. This is where the weight that has been on you for years will finally lift. I can already see the shift beginning. Because of the sudden strength that is rising inside you, the shadows that were holding on to you are moving away. It's not your own strength. Every broken chain is filled with the power of heaven. I am with you in the Most High's courts right now. People have called on your name not to punish but to save. Scrolls are being opened. God has seen your tears and heard every prayer you said to your pillow when you were sad. He has even written them down. Now he sends back the answer, which makes him happy. It states, "What was meant to be bad will be good, my child." It's not just being turned over, it's being given to you again right now. The court in heaven is ruling in your favor right now, giving you back with interest every year you lost. Be brave as you face this verdict. Feel free to write, "Heaven fights for me" below. As soon as you say those words, you'll feel the chains snap and see the scales tip completely in your favor. I'm going to talk to the person who swore at you now. These words are heard by their spirit now, even if they never hear them in this world. The deal doesn't work. The claim is taken away. When you talk about the power you thought you had, the living God takes it away. That life, that destiny, and the good things that were given to you here before the world was made are out of reach. As God's justice burned, your power burned down, and your rights were taken away. Your grip was broken. It's important to feel the weight of this, my beloved. Let go instead of being afraid, because the last threads are coming apart as I speak. I see what looks like smoke strands going up into the air and never coming back down. There is light around your name. You now have a mark on you that says no one can touch you. While no one can see this seal with their own eyes, all spiritual beings can recognize it right away. It belongs to the King since it has his seal on it. This one comes from heaven. It says, from now on, the patterns of loss that have been following you will not be able to find you. There will be times when doors slammed shut in your face, but they will open again and not close again until you reach the promise behind them. Before, people who didn't care about you will now be drawn to you, not because you worked hard, but because of the light that is now on you. Chances will come your way even if you don't look for them. Out of the blue, good things will happen to you. Your spirit will be filled with the peace you've been looking for, and nothing will be able to shake it. One more thing you'll notice is that the people who cast the curse will stay away from you. They may try to look at you from afar, but the seal will make them uncomfortable and antsy, so they won't be able to stay close to you for long. They won't understand why, but you will. Darkness and light can't live together. If you want the full guide with every prayer and lesson I've compiled for this community, check the description for the Daily Miracle Manual. You are about to enter your divine future, but remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let us finish this journey together. Visit Out Community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. My child, you can now choose. Do you still fear things that happened in the past? Or do you fully step into the future that was just made possible? Heaven has already decided what to do. There is no longer a curse. The seal is in place. There is a clear path ahead. Moving forward without looking back is all that's left to do. We're almost at the ceiling, my child. But before we do the last thing, I want you to make sure you can still hear the voice of God. Sign up for this feed. But you do it because you know that God talks to people at different times, and you don't want to miss your chance. When you sign up, healing words will keep coming to you. I'm ready for whatever comes next. I tell the Holy Spirit, don't let this be the last time you hear from heaven. After you've signed up, ring the bell and get ready for everything God has yet to say over your life. As someone who stands in front of God, I can tell you this. Remember this moment no matter what comes your way in the days to come. Remember that your name was called in victory in the courts of heaven, and that no curse can change the word that was spoken over you today. I can paint you an even more vivid picture of your new life if you'd like. That way, you can see it for yourself and never doubt what God has done. Let me take your hand and show you what is already going to happen for you, my beloved. You need to see it ahead of time so that you know it's the answer when it does. It wasn't a coincidence or a bad break of luck. It was very clear that God was involved. I want you to sense it, smell it, and hear it in your spirit. When you wake up one morning and see that everything has changed, you won't question it. It will make you feel good to do it. First, I see you standing in a place where the air is very light. It's like all the weight you've been carrying for years has been lifted at once. Your chest is no longer tight. Behind your eyes, there is no longer any weight. When you wake up, the shadow that was there before the sun came up is gone. Things that used to bother you seem to just slip away as you go about your day. After a long wait, the emails with good news finally arrive. People who you thought had forgotten about you call you. You don't have to knock on any doors to get chances. Sometimes things don't go as planned in life, but when they do, it's like the wind is at your back instead of your face. The hard work is almost over, and now the divine wind of favor is blowing. Make this change in your reality a fact. Write "My new season starts now" in the comments. Write this down and sign it to confirm that you accept the peace, open doors, and opportunities that heaven is sending your way. Next, I see nice people drawn to you. Some of them you already know, some you haven't met yet. People who used to swear at you shouldn't smile at you, but people God sent to walk with you should. They should look at you with kindness and an open mind. Allies, fate helpers, and friends are the only people who will carry your name with honor instead of poison. You will be able to go to places you didn't know existed. They won't ask for anything in return that will make you angry. You used to feel alone in your fights. There will be people around you who are happy for your wins as if they were their own. Before, your hands were clenched with worry. Now, they are open and full of things that will help you. You get money all the time, not just sometimes. You no longer feel like you don't have enough, so you can dream big. You can now say yes to things you thought were impossible before. Now you're getting full payment back for trips you had to cancel in the past. There will be a lot of work to do to finish projects that were put off because of not having enough resources. Not too much, but just enough to make you feel sure that you have more than enough. It will even come through in your home. Also, changes in the way you sleep stand out. The nights used to bring worry or scary dreams, but now they bring peace and new insights. Dreams will show you clear paths, doors that open, and happy people giving you gifts. These won't just be blank squares. They'll let you see ahead of time what will really happen. Your spirit will rest even when your body sleeps. And when you wake up, the tiredness that was following you around like a shadow is gone. Oh yes, my beloved, I can also see the person who cursed you. They are far away and are just watching. They can't cross. What they say doesn't move you anymore. They are no longer able to be heard. They won't be able to stop the good things from coming your way like rain. They weren't even as angry when they said it as they were before. Their power over you is no longer there. They will have to deal with seeing you get better. There is no way that this could happen to you. It is written in the stars as a sure thing. It's almost the end of this message, but your breakthrough is just beginning. There is one more thing I need you to do before I seal your life forever. You need to own this moment. Mark this post with "It is done." Not as words you hope will come true, but as words you know are already written in heaven. When you write those 3 words, you sign the paper that sets you free. You can now sign the verdict that heaven has already given. The curse is no longer strong. The seal is in place. The blessing has been let go of. Take it now, write "done," and then do what comes next. Don't let fear make you go back to the things you were freed from. As I stand with you now, I say it again. When the wind of blessing starts to blow, lean into it. Trust it. It's not a trick. It won't be short term. This is what will happen now that the curse is off and the seal is on your life. As I keep drawing the picture of the whole vision, I'll go into even more detail about where you will stand. Things you'll hear and see that will make you believe, so you'll be ready to go when they arrive. We've been through the fire together, my love. The curse is now over. The big step forward is now secure. I need one more thing from you. Don't keep this to yourself. Someone you know is still in the same kind of darkness you are now. They still cry at night. The doors are still shut. Still, they don't know if God has forgotten about them. You are the key to their freedom right now. Share this video with other people. Send it to them, add it to your page. This word from the prophet is more than just a video. You give them the same anointing that set you free when you share it. It's becoming clear to you that good news is coming. So heaven knows that you not only make things better for yourself, but also for other people. Share it right now. Get the word out about the big step forward. Let the blessing come through. As you obey, God will reward you in ways you can't even imagine yet. Please rest, my love. The curse is no longer strong. The seal is in place. You can look forward to the future. Let's take a moment to think about this deep truth before we finish this powerful story. This message wasn't found by accident. This isn't just a lucky break. This is a message from Archangel Michael to you directly. You are being invited into a safe, high vibrational community by him, where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This holy rule is very easy to understand, but it can make a huge difference in your life. Following it will not only bring you blessings, they will multiply and fill every part of your life. You can get early access to powerful content and divine insights that aren't available to everyone right now if you accept this invitation. You can now go into a holy place where you will get spiritual help, unwavering support, and quick progress toward your destiny. Don't miss this holy moment of your life's journey. There's a breakthrough waiting for you. This is the only way to be sure you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are meant to improve and strengthen your life. But just being here, paying attention, and coming together means a lot. Do it.